Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Maria. If you're joining this channel for the first time, thank you for joining me. And if it's not anybody returning subscriber, thank you for joining me again. So I have a friend here and his name is
Hey guys, my name is Moshi, and I'm so happy to be doing this with Maryam, and so I'm so happy to be here, and it's all about what is going on and what's needed to be discussed or talked about. So our today's topic is something that I've been trending on social media for a while now. Anyway, quite disturbing. It's not really comfortable. It's very sensitive because it's not even something okay at all. It seems quite very horrible on the other end and all. But that's one thing about life. It just has to be what it is. But everything happens just for us to learn from it, basically. So our topic for today is insecurity in Nigeria today. And one of the crazy thing happening right now about insecurity is using people for going fetish, basically, and using people for ritual. I think it's very horrible. Like, if you look at it, it makes no sense at all for a 17-year-old to do things that are very unheard of. Like, a 17-year-old that does not even, as in, that seems to be in school, like that seems to be like struggling with school, is already using people for ritual and whatsoever. It's quite very horrible. And a lot of people I think the country we are in, a lot of people are very desperate to make money. And it's like it has always been there, but now it's like very it's like a recurring thing. It's happening almost all the time. You go to the internet only for you to just tap on it, you start seeing different kind of stories. They are so sad. Some are so like they upload gory images online, and you're like, why are all these things happening? Is it because they there are no job opportunities, or is it because of the unemployment issues? Like, what is really happening in Nigeria? Because things are really happening, and it's not longer normal anymore. Sorry, let me use that word. It is not normal. Like it's. I would just say we're in these dark days that we need to be very we need to be very mindful of how we do things. I think so, honestly. So for you, like, how do you see insecurity in Nigeria?
Okay, yeah. So for me, insecurity in Nigeria, for us, like the teenagers, for us that are just coming up, is I can't say we are really safe. Like, we are not even safe in our comfort zone. We are not safe. Yes, we are not safe with so-called friends. We are not safe with, I don't know. Like, I don't even know.
We are not really safe with. For me, insecurity to me is like, it varies, honestly. So many insecurity in this country, like ranging from armed robbery, kidnapping, herdsmen. Your comfort zone is like it's really, it's not even a comfort zone anymore. Like, your comfort zone is being joked with, it's being played with. Your comfort zone is like not even a comfort zone anymore. Like, it's not even what people will regard or refer to as a comfort zone, because you can just some can just pop up and just beat you up, some can just come and arrest you, some can just come and kidnap you. Like, you don't even, there's not like there's meant to be a comfort zone as a person, like as a human being. You need to have that you time, a quiet time, but you don't even have a quiet time any longer because a lot of things are happening. I mean, you don't even have a quiet time anymore because insecurity in this country is like, whenever you're sitting down, you ought to be very careful because anything could happen, and be very vigilant about your environment and whatsoever. So insecurity in this country is not just kidnapping, it's not just herdsmen, it's not just about about armed robbery. It's of different types. Some that you don't even hear about, you just start hearing it in a new dimension. So basically, like, insecurity in this country is just too much. Like, you're not even sure about your going out and coming in successfully, because you could just go out now and someone you don't even know will just go, an army officer or whatsoever. I mean, an army officer just walk up to you and just start harassing you and asking you for money. And if you say you're not going to give out something, it becomes a problem. I mean, they deliberately punish you or even beat you. I mean, on top of your own rights anymore. These things are insecurities.
And not even that, even the so-called friends, like, you are not free with friends. Like, friends use their friends for rituals now. You can just want to, like, go out with your friend, like chill with your friends, and the next thing is the head has been cut off, or this person has been
Exactly. This
kidnapped,
person
and
has been kidnapped. Honestly speaking, it's not even something to even think about, because like thinking about all these things even makes you like go to that emotional side of yours and start thinking, am I safe? Because to go out now, you now have to start looking left and right, who is coming, like your comfort zone, like I said, is being tackled with. I mean, your comfort zone is being played, or like played with, which is not supposed to
yes,
be
yes,
like that. I mean, you're out there like with friends. You're not even sure who is your friend anymore. You're out there like you're not even sure of, your own self, because people who you're with, you can't even give them any percentage of trust due to like this money thing of, oh, people are desperate to
to
make
make
money
money
with
at
at
17
at
years.
seven, like
Like
any
at
means.
17 years, I could remember I was still struggling with school. Like
Honestly, at
I think
17, I was in school
I was still
reading.
struggling with either
Oh
SS3
my
or 100
god.
level. I
Oh
can't
my god.
remember.
At 17. See,
At
let me tell you guys
17.
something, but at
Okay, so
17, it was
okay.
okay.
So a quick one here. Do you think our parents or the society have a hand to what is happening? Like, do you think they should be blamed for what is happening?
Honestly, I would say the parents have like high percentage of the blame. Like they have like this
Really?
really, yeah, they do have high percentage of blame, because some parents don't. I feel I'm not there to blame parents basically, because parents are trying. I mean, your parents cannot take care of, like I cannot like give
But
you this maximum security,
100%,
100%
yes.
security. But on the other hand, I feel like some people don't even like talk to their parents. They just go out there. They don't even give details of where they are going to. Even like okay, there was this certain girl, like a lady that got killed by her so-called boyfriend. I mean, the mom was interviewed like, hey, what happened to your daughter? What really went down? What went on? And she
And
was
she
like,
couldn't.
she couldn't really say anything, because she was like, she has been talking to her daughter to be careful with men and to be careful about how she goes out, but she won't listen. Do you understand? So like, I'm sure that the parents is like the parents or her mom is tired already, and you can't really like in this sense now. Like she has tried her best, but on the other hand, like you still have to, I don't know, sorry to say, you still have to blame the parent, because okay, whatever it is, you have to talk to your child, like make your child understand where you're coming from, or your own side of the whole story. But the moment you're like, okay, you can do you can just do your, like, I'm not saying you shouldn't do you, but the moment you're just going to leave the child and say, okay, do whatever you want, that's your own business, anything could happen. Anything could literally happen, and it's not even good at all. So my own take is, parents should actually look after their children 100%, because for a 17-year-old to go out there and do something ridiculous, like even using someone, like for almost like 17-year-old is way too young.
As
Like that is
in,
literally very scary. If a 17-year-old is doing this, what would someone older than that do? I mean, like things are really happening, and this is just a time where everybody ought to be very careful.
careful.
Wherever you're going to, make sure, like,
Vigilant, like
you're vigilant. Talk to
tell
people, like,
people this is where you are
this is what
going
you're
to. Let
going
them know
to,
about
so
it.
they
Let them know
track.
your whereabouts.
Exactly, so they know you're about, because God forbid, like, you could just get kidnapped. You could get kidnapped now, and they don't even know your whereabouts. So you don't even know if you're still alive or not. Like you could get kidnapped, and God forbid that's the end. Because these people take like the so-called kidnappers, they may use it for money ritual, they may actually demand a ransom. Like they could really
Yes.
do a whole lot. And God, this is not good. Because number one, you're going to put your families in pain, in fear. Like they can't even really do anything right anymore, because with you not being there, or you being looked out for, is a problem, because you don't even have their time anymore to think properly. So basically, in this country, we all have to be very careful, because what is happening now is what anybody won't think about. Like a 17-year-old as a then is a different thing now at this time of our life. In 2022, a 17-year-old can literally do and undo. Okay, a 17-year-old could usually do things that you sit down and think if this is actually real. I mean, it's so unheard of, like I've said. A 17-year-old to kill someone, or be the higher killer, or taking the higher killer position, okay, and whatever we Africans call it, is crazy. So honestly speaking, we need to do more. We need to be careful. I mean, like this is just a time where we ought to be careful with our kids, be careful with the environment, and double up in whatever we do, and be very careful with life, because things are happening, and the government. Okay, I'm not really saying the government's efforts. I don't know. I'm just saying I'm not attacking anything, but I'm not really seeing the government's effort, because
Yes.
even when Sylvester issue came up,
Came up.
they just said, okay, let it die down.
Yes,
They didn't
yes.
really take it serious. Okay, I won't say they didn't take it seriously, but on the other end, they just said the people
Autopsy,
autopsy, blah blah blah. They are not found guilty, and the autopsy showed someone gave him something to drink. I mean, like, how are we even going to say this thing? And you're not coming to say there was no, like,
No
come
form
on,
of
who are we deceiving? Let's not deceive ourselves. This is literally out of hand. Like, we are literally, like, this is a dark day. Like, okay, these are dark days. These are things happening that are not meant to happen. Because a child like that is too young to be poisoned or be given a poisonous substance because of joining cultism or whatsoever. So that's okay. That's not to tell you now that schools ain't okay. School
schools aren't
children
secured. Like
ain't secured
schools,
anymore. Like the whatever, the kids, the boarding
I'm sure
house,
you heard of
the
the
whatever.
5-year-old Hanifa that was kidnapped and killed by her
Exactly.
own proprietor. All in the name of, he said
Honestly,
he was having financial, yes, he was
issues.
having financial crisis. And the way the man was speaking, like he wasn't feeling any form of remorseful. Like he was feeling
Honestly,
with so
he
much
wasn't remorse.
confidence.
Like, honestly speaking, Hanifa's own life took me out. Like, it was so scary. I couldn't sleep that night because I was okay. It was just me working. I was on my laptop just working, and the next thing is,
Yes.
okay, have you heard? Have you heard? And I was like, at first, I was just seeing different posts on WhatsApp, and I'm like, okay, this is not true. Maybe it's just like a random
Rumor,
story or a
yes.
story that have happened before. But I had to go back, and I'm like, okay, let me even read through, because you don't just hear people posting, and you don't even care. At least you have to read through and know
And
what is
know the
going on.
yes.
I just went and I started seeing so many things online, like so many stories coming up of, how this girl was so nice, how the girl was so pretty. Like, everybody was just giving their own side of the whole story. How would a school proprietor do this? How would a teacher who is meant to guide, protect, and teach the student do this to a 5-year-old? Like, this is so scary. Like, these are really unheard of situations. Like, these are so crazy situations that are happening, because that was just a little girl I don't even know here to here, and she's being killed because of whatsoever, because of money. Like as
Money,
if she was the
financial.
one who
No, she
actually.
wasn't. She wasn't even killed for money. Funny enough, you know what? The guy has already gotten the money. That is the proprietor, the killer. He has already gotten the money, but he said he was scared. Like, he was scared. He doesn't want people to know that he had an hand in this. And the girl is 5 years
Exactly.
old. Definitely, the girl would have known who
Would have,
kidnapped her when
yes,
she
that's
was
okay. That was what I actually saw, and I was like,
And I'm like, okay, if you
wow.
want to do, even he said this is his first time of killing. He has never. Who's going to believe that? Who
Exactly,
is going
because
to?
the thing
A
is,
killer will
yeah,
always be a killer. That is for me.
honestly,
A killer.
because okay, one thing that really like got me thinking is, okay, now, okay, he was like, he doesn't want people to see, or no, he doesn't want the girl to go and start seeing it out that, okay, but
His uncle, who she was kidnapped
yeah,
by her
like she was
own
kidnapped by
uncle,
by her
yes.
own uncle in school. That's to tell you that I'm sure the guy was so guilty, and he didn't even know people to, like, he didn't even want people around to even know that, okay, he did, because it's so, like I said, like, you can't believe it that, okay, a teacher who is in school could do this to his own the owner
Owner of
of
his
the,
school.
like, I mean, like, these are, oh mom, it's just crazy, really. I think we have to end this here, honestly speaking. We've talked about Sylvester issue, we've talked about Rafiat, the lady who got beheaded for ritual. We've touched a little on Hanifa, and these are just things that are happening, and we're just looking for a better way forward, honestly speaking, because election is coming 2023, and
Yes.
I'm sure
We
okay,
all
everybody are
know.
really
We all know.
anticipating
Yes.
about for the
We
election, and
all
we are
know
all
how
hoping for
election is in
works in the
Nigeria.
country. So we are all hoping for the best, honestly speaking, because now that things are like this, the insecurity. I mean, I just feel like insecurity is number one in a country,
In the
because if the
country.
country is not secured, you yourself in that country, you are not secured. I'm just being honest, because if you're not secured, how would you even lead as a citizen? Like, how would you be out there and just be free? You can't be free, let me tell you, because like your movement alone, you're scared. Like, you even being out there for an event, you're scared, because anything could happen. This is just to tell you that anything could happen. You're going out, you're coming in, it's not guaranteed. So, like, a country without security, I mean, it's just crazy, because what would you even do in your own comfort zone that you don't even have? So thank you so much. It was nice coming to do this with you. I really
Thank you guys for listening. I hope this was really worth listening to. Thanks for joining.
yeah, thank you so much. Yeah, have a nice time, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.